I'm back. Yeah, time for some reviews. In 2015, here we go. Hey, Maria, where's my pants?
Welcome back to Little Piece. I'm going to use it for the females, but it's perfect. His name is Oliver Queen. For 5 years, he's been stuck on the hellish island. Yeah, you know the story. Today we're going to be reviewing Oliver Queen from the hit TV series Arrow from DC Collectibles. So, this version of Oliver Queen, better known as Arrow or Green Arrow, from the comic books, comes as he was stranded on the island, and of course memorable by by ladies as the shirtless Mr. Queen. Alright, so he comes in window box packaging. You can see all his accessories, everything he comes with. Side of the box here, good picture of Stephen Amell from the show. And on the back here we have the rest of the figures in this series. I believe Deathstroke and Green Arrow is going to be coming with the mask, and his updated costume should be coming in the next month or two. So let's take a look at the figure inside. Alright, so here we have Arrow, Oliver Queen, portrayed by the actor Stephen Amell. He comes with his bow and an arrow, and it's actually a real string here. So we'll go through the articulation. As I say, it comes with the bow, which is the same one if you got the 2-pack. It's pretty much the same bow. Here he has our... Actually comes with a batch of arrows that are stuck together to make it look like he has a lot in his quiver. And he comes with another arrow. So he comes with technically he comes with 2 removable arrows and a batch of arrows that go in his quiver here in the back. So he has, let's see, he has articulation in the neck on the ball joint. His shoulders can kind of go upwards. It's on a semi-ball joint. He has articulation in the elbows with a swivel, which makes it great for him to actually hold the bow and arrow in the other hand. He also has articulation in the wrist. And it's a different type of articulation. While this hand goes like this, the other hand kind of goes like in a karate chop motion. You can see here. He has swivel at the waist. No ab crunch. He has, he can put his legs, pretty much do the splits. He has swivel at the knees. Single joint at the knee, bending joint. So you can bend his knee. Swivel at the boot. And he has ankle rocker. Different type of ankle rocker here. So you can kind of swivel his foot from left to right. On this side. Alrighty. Let's see. Sculpting of the likeness of the character is very well done. Very, very well done. I'm going to give you a close-up of that. So as you can see, the likeness of Stephen Amell is just amazing that they did here on the DC Collectibles Arrow figure. Oliver Queen. Looks just like him. I believe they do a scan and then they do a sculpt to touch up certain areas. But it's very well done. Here we have the tattoo. I believe it's the Russian tattoo for when he was in Russia, part of the Russian mob. On the side there you see he has a bit of scarring. I think that's when he first got shot by an arrow by shoot, what's his name? Yalfet. And they had to heal him with a knife. Here he has some Chinese writing. I don't read Chinese, so I don't know what it says. Maybe somebody out there can tell me what it means or what it says. Here he has another little scar. I think that's when he first encountered the Deathstroke lookalike. Or I forgot it. Was it Slade Wilson's best buddy that turned on him. That's when he first got cut there when you're interrogating him in the camp on the island. And here on the back we have the dragon tattoo, which I believe is since time in Japan. There you can see on his neck more scars. There's another scar down his back. There's a few more wounds on the back right there. So they really, there he has more, what appears to be more scratches. So they really went all out. It's too bad they didn't highlight this a bit more, where he has all his scars and flesh wounds and stuff from before. That would be great. I'm not sure if I'm going to take, like, you know, a light pink kind of paint to just emphasize. You can see them, you can feel them, they really are sculpted, but they could have brought it out a little bit more. I think it would have been cool. Anyways, let's continue. The other accessory he comes with, which is kind of a selling point for me, believe it or not, but I still get the figure either way, but I just love that he comes with the infamous and iconic Deathstroke Mass with the arrow through the eye, which is the eye that Deathstroke actually loses, and it's on a stick here, like a piece of tree, and it's dug right into the rocks. And it's right there at the beginning of the scene. It's kind of like one of the things I think got a lot of people curious about this show, because in the promos and even at the beginning scene, this is what you see when you first see the island, and it just gave fans a kind of like a hint and a nod that we will be seeing Slade Wilson. He will be donning on this mask, which means Deathstroke is going to be in the show, but we could not expect the many others that will follow. So here I have him alongside the other Green Arrow that came out in the 2-pack with Deathstroke. I forgot his name. I think his name is Mike or something like that. He wasn't a real Deathstroke. He was a buddy of Slade Wilson that turned on him and betrayed him. So the 2-pack, I believe, is it might still be available on online retailers. I'm not sure. I do believe now it's becoming hard to get, because now a lot of people are hard to find now. People are picking up and jumping on the show and starting to get the figures. What I love about this figure is that you can actually hold this bow and arrow, and actually you can get many great poses from him. The sculpting is pretty much similar, even in the face. This one, he actually does have hair and stuff underneath the hood in the 2-pack there. So I believe they use the same head sculpting on the actor, just that they just took away the face paint over his eyes, and just maybe I think they put a little bit more paint in his hair, but basically it's the same head sculpting, and of course the upper body is completely different, but the lower half seems to be the same. So whether things are changed, or when we get the new updated version when he actually has a mask, I'll have to wait and see. They're also doing the Flash as well, based on the TV show, which is amazing. I hope they do more characters. With the Toy Fair right around the corner, I'm sure DC Collectibles are going to have a lot of surprises to show us. Alright, so there you have it, folks. There's a look at Mr. Oliver Queen, better known as Arrow, Green Arrow, from the hit TV show. This figure is up your alley and you have been collecting, or you're into the show, or you do like the character of Green Arrow. I recommend this figure. The base is pretty cool, and the arrow kind of does come out of the eye a bit. I'm not sure the other part it can come out, because it's pretty much, well, it's pretty much stuck in there. So it's up to you if you want to try and remove the mask, but I don't see why. It just really look a nice little display instead right next to the figure. Alright, so he should be available on online retailers, specialty shops. Yeah, I advise you to get him fast, because with the other figures coming out, he's going to be, just the popularity of the show and everything is just getting bigger and bigger. So this is a figure that you really want, and you're not sure if you should get him or not. I recommend that you do, as I mentioned before, due to the popularity of the show. And don't fill this city, get this figure. This is Scorpion72 for another review of Oliver Queen from the hit TV show Arrow. And until next time, keep playing. Don't fill this city. Let's go.